Morning. Morning.
President, members, guests, my name is John Farrell. I'm a bin man. I'm a Client Innovation Manager at the City Bin Company. We were set up in '97 in Galway and have grown over the 27 years to being quite a key player, I suppose, in waste in Dublin. I joined the organisation as a shareholder in '08. We were doing about 30k a month in waste. Very small, very boutique. We had 2 trucks, 5 employees, and it has grown from that all the way through many iterations of the company, through recession, depression in '08, '09. I explained to Malik that there was a recession. We were a small company, we were boutique, but we valued customers, we valued system, we valued innovation. So 5 weeks later, Malik gave me 12 million to put into the city bin. So the bank balance was a bit better. And we went after the household market. So people touched on household waste. So a year later, 50,000 customers, things were pretty good with Citybin. And from 2012, 2013, up to 2018, we worked very, very well with Averda. And part of the trade-off was that we would give Averda, who had 15,000 employees, 10 countries, $700 million of turnover. Part of the trade-off was that they thought of us as like the cleverest kid in the group. So we got to work in UAE, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah, in Oman, Qatar, Joburg, London, Congo. But we got to work with them to understand how they did their business. And the relationship was phenomenal. We bought them back out in 2018. Then the 3rd largest hedge fund in the world, Cardinal, wanted in. Brought them in. And they stayed on board for a period of time, as any hedge fund does. So last year, through a protracted process with the Competitions Authority, we sold our company for, as Mrs. Farrell would say, for a lovely few quid. And but we did well. And the reason I'm telling you this story is that back in '08, as a bin man, I was proud to look at what we were doing and to create change. So today I'm still the same person. Tomorrow I'll be on the back of a truck again. They won't let me drive one, but I'll be on the back of one. And we'll do what we do. So we've gone from a 30k company a month to about 40 million a year, right? So we merged with Thornton's last year, and we're now part of a group that's maybe 178 million a year. Again, the reason I'm telling you this is because with the innovation projects that I've worked on, things like Earth Day. Earth Day is the 22nd of April every year. And I've worked with so many companies, so many charities, so many blue chip companies, even worked with Conscious Kitchens. And we've shown people, we've innovated with them on how to become zero waste to landfill. So let it be Rise at the Cove, coffee company in Greystones, zero waste to landfill. And what they do through working with us is not waste their money on waste. So when you get a cup of coffee in the shop, it's about 18 grams of coffee. You get your cappuccino or you get your whatever it is. The spent capsule is about 30 grams because it's coffee and water. And that coffee they put in a bin that I've given them for free. And the coffee grinds are pH neutral, and they take them to one of their sites where they mix the coffee grinds with their compost. So circular economy, and the net result is that their waste costs are reduced by like 70–80%. part of the reason why we sold to Thorntons, and bear in mind, we had phenomenal bidders. We had Musenich Bank in New York, we had biggest waste company in Germany, second biggest waste company in Spain, and our competitors. But part of the reason why we decided to merge, to sell to Thorntons, was of diversification. So we actually make our own compost. So when people talk about waste in business, 20 years ago the game was one bin, you lorry it all into one bin, push it out, and I want it at the cheapest price. Business has to concede now to mind our planet. Business has to concede that waste is going to be more expensive to manage, but if you manage it properly, it'll pay you back. So to give you an example, who's in the catering business in the room? Anybody? Who's in the food business? Ah. Do you have brown bins? Yes. Brilliant. I spoke at the Food Festival in Galway a number of years ago in the Druid Theatre, the McLabbey Theatre, with Aideen from Food Cloud and with JP, who is a Michelin star restaurateur in Galway. And we came up with an alarming statistic for business that applies to both business and household. And it's that this is 6 years ago, every kilo of food that you put in your brown bin, your household bin, is costing you €5 per kilo to buy in your back door. So let it be meat, sugar, eggs, tofu, bread, whatever it is. On average, it's costing you about €5 a kilo. So we all buy it in. Let it be in the residential end of it, or let it be in the commercial end of the way we do things. And then we pay in commercially to process it. We have people that we employ to cook, prepare food. And then we bring it out and we put it on a plate. And Amy mentioned a couple of minutes ago, then you put fussy garnish on the plate. And you put, not that it's fussy, you put garnish on the plate, right? And then the patron has a wonderful customer experience, hopefully. And they say that was a lovely piece of meat, or whatever. And there's stuff left on the plate. So then you pay somebody to take it back into the kitchen and dump it. Isn't that bonkers? but isn't it? And then you pay me to take it away. But you bought it already. You've paid to process it. Someone at this end has paid for it. And as we know with the trade, the restaurant trade at the moment, I think tourism figures are down 6% pre-COVID, as per released by Tourism Board yesterday. However, the pressure that the business is under to get that customer experience there to the plate is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So we talk about wasting energy. We talk about staffing minimum wage. We talk about all these things. But still, we buy in food, put on a beautiful plate in a wonderful surroundings, with no candles. Right? And pay to dump it.